Imagine a world where humans could hibernate like bears or ground squirrels. Sounds intriguing, right? Hibernation isn't just about catching up on sleep. It's a fascinating method of survival that some mammals use to brave the harsh winter months. But why don't we humans do it? Let's dig deeper into this concept and what it would take for us to hit the snooze button on life for an extended period. First off, what is this hibernation all about? When animals hibernate, they literally put their bodies in a kind of deep freeze. Their heart rates drop, their breathing slows, and their body temperatures fall. This allows them to survive for months without eating while their energy stores can last. They go from active critters to sleepyheads in a matter of days. Take the common black bear, for example. During hibernation, they can drop their body temperature to about 30 degrees Celsius while their metabolism slows to a crawl. So, why don't we humans hibernate too? Well, scientists think it's largely due to our evolutionary path. Larger mammals like bears can afford to store body fat and take long breaks from food. We, on the other hand, evolved to be smaller and more alert. Picture early humans in a winter landscape. They needed to be aware of predators or competition for food. Thus, instead of hibernating, we became masters of adaptation, using fire, clothing, and warm shelters to survive those bitter cold months. But what if we could harness the magic of hibernation? To even think about it, we'd need to mimic the conditions that trigger this incredible bodily transformation. First, we'd need to drastically lower our body temperatures and slow our metabolism. Imagine willingly spending winter wrapped up in a cozy, warm cave, cozy enough to stay safe, while your body just enters a deep sleep mode. Next, we'd have to load up on energy reserves. Animals do this by consuming high-fat diets in the fall. Think of bears chomping down on berries and salmon, bulking up for their long sleep. As humans, we could theoretically prepare for hibernation by binge-eating hearty meals. Though instead of salmon, it might be pumpkin pies and mashed potatoes. And then comes the tricky part, temperature management. Hibernating animals can control their body heat by restricting blood flow to their outer layers and creating cozy insulations, while we would need to find a perfectly regulated environment. This means finding a temperature-stable spot that hovers around 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. Sounds chilly, right? It pretty much requires a natural icebox, maybe a cave with thick walls, or snuggling underground to stay warm while we snooze away the winter. Lastly, hormone control is a massive part of the hibernation puzzle. During hibernation, hormones that make animals alert drop significantly. Hibernation for humans could possibly require hormonal interventions, maybe through pills that help regulate these levels. It's all a bit mind-boggling. Here's an entertaining thought. If we decided to embrace hibernation, how would our society change? Grocery stores might stock up for seasonal hibernation feasts, while families plan entire hibernation schedules. Instead of frantic holiday shopping, you'd see people preparing for these long sleeps. Of course, there are downsides to consider. Extended periods of being stationary could leave our bodies sluggish and decrease our immune systems. But man, imagine skipping the dreary winter blues and waking up in spring with an energy reserve big enough to tackle everything from spring cleaning to hiking the nearest mountain. At the end of the day, while the thought of humans hibernating like our furry friends is fascinating, we'd still cherish the variety of our unique human experience. We love our food, our activities, and most importantly, our interactions with one another. So, if you had the chance to hibernate, how long would you sleep? Let's keep the discussion rolling in the comments! Thanks for joining me on this incredible exploration into hibernation. Stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.